What's up, guys? James Palms here. So today we're taking a look here at some Washingtonia Robusta that we put in the bag here. I put these in the bag on the 9th. No, sorry, the 6th. This is upside down. So I put them in on the 6th of September 2021. So those have been in there for 3.5 weeks, almost 4 weeks. So just about a month now. Some of them, I just noticed too, some of them here, this one, is it right there? Yeah, this one here is just starting, maybe you can see it from this angle, just starting on its second frond there. You can see right at the bottom here. I can see it anyways. Right there. It's just started. Some of them have got a second strap leaf coming out. So just giving a little update on these. And this video is basically just a whole update on how to grow these from seed that we're growing together here for the people that were buying the seed and for the other people that just want to watch it. But anyways, this is mostly for if you were going to buy some seeds and grow it together. This is sort of the beginning update video. Now, obviously on these ones here, I've got a bit of a head start on you guys, but it's not enough of a head start. 3 weeks shouldn't make a huge difference in the grand scheme of us growing them. I'm going to start some other ones right now with you guys too, so I can compare those ones, because I could probably beat out some of these ones if I give them more. Right now, this seems to be my my fastest one in this baggie here. That seems to have, this was the first one that took off, and it's making a second leaf and it's looking good. So this is the lazy man's ways. All these started pushing up like crazy on this side of the bag, and I just cut a hole in the bag. Well, actually, most of them poked through, like that one poked through, and these ones all poked through themselves. But they were all kind of clumping together and just pushing the bag up, and they were bending over and stuff. So I just cut a hole, and now I've just been like spraying a bit of water in there, because now obviously all the humidity is leaking out. So I'm spraying a bit of water in there once in a while. And there's tons and tons of palms in there, and they just keep growing. So I've got it on a heat mat, and then I just give it a little bit of UV light once in a while. I'm not taking them outside yet, so I've just been giving it a little bit, just here and there whenever I get a chance, giving it a little bit of UV light. So that's all I've done so far. I'll show you the soil, and I'll show you what the seeds are going to look like when you pick them up. And also, I'm going to put a video here. I'm going to put a picture in the video for a second here. Take a look at it if you're in the competition here, or not competition, whatever. We're just doing this for fun, but we're going to do update videos with people's, with everybody else's palms, how they're growing. And I gave everybody a little bit of extra seeds, so hopefully they're going to have as many as they wanted to have or more. Ideally, you're going to have more palms than you wanted, so that way you can discard some of them or give them to friends if you don't want, and just concentrate on your most favorite ones so you can try to grow them as quickly as possible. So we'll keep doing updates in this video, but the picture is going to have all the people's names on it. It's going to have your first name and your last name. I don't think there's a really problem with privacy of having just your first and last name. There could be lots of people with those names. So that's all that's on there. And just look at it and make sure if you're in the competition and you got your seeds, or some people have already called me and said they got their seeds, but some people haven't, or messaged me and said they got their seeds. They didn't call me. But so if you've got them, then that's great. If you haven't, your name's on the list, that's fine. If your name is not on the list and you paid me, then that's the problem. So if your name's not on the list and you sent me a money transfer for something for the seeds, then that's a bit of a problem. Let me know right away in the comments, or email me, and I'll get yours out to you right away. I don't believe that's possible. I believe there was just 12 people in that are in on this so far, and I sent them all off. I had 30 or so emails at first, but a lot of the people didn't really get back to me afterwards, or they forgot to get back to me, or maybe it's kind of hard when I had so many people message me. I might have not got back to them. If you still want to get in on this, I still do have seeds. I can probably still send them out to you, but just message me right away and let me know, and I'll check obviously if I have enough for whoever else wants to get in. You'll be a little bit behind us, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference. So if you still want to get in, we still can. I still have some more seeds. Pretty soon I'm going to do them all. I'll give it a couple more weeks, and pretty soon I'm going to germinate the rest of them all together so that they don't go to waste, just because they'll be getting old and dry. I'm sure they'd be fine. These seeds would be fine for at least 1 year or so, but nevertheless, okay. Might as well take a look at that right there. Look at that. The screen's in the way. You can see the washi there, though. There it is. So there's the Washingtonia. This is my bedroom window, so I get a view of the washi here. Sometimes I look at it each morning. It's a cloudy, overcast day today, but still nice and warm. Very humid, 95% humidity. It's been for the last few days. But there's a nice look at the washi. Might as well looking good here in the fall. So these are the seedlings. Let's go look at the seeds. First, here's going to be the picture. Make sure your name's on there if you paid me. So just make sure your name's on this picture and on that list. And if it's on that list, the seeds are coming out to you. They've been mailed a while ago. Like I said, I've had people already that have several people have already messaged me and said they've received the seeds. So if you haven't had them but your name's on the list, don't worry. But they'll still be coming to you, especially if you're from out of country. But they should be coming. So look at the picture right now quickly, and then I'm going to show you what to do when you get your seeds. So guys, make sure you're on that list if you sent me the money. So here's what you're going to get. When you, this one has no date on it, but, or no date, no time, like no writing, but yours is going to have writing on it. But there'll be 2 envelopes like this. I double envelope most of them. Sorry, I've been picking some seeds, so my fingernails are dirty. So you, when you get it, you're going to get it like this. It's going to be in an envelope. And just rip it open. Do this one-handed here. And inside, just like that, is going to be a baggie of seeds. I've given you the baggie already for germinating. So you have the plastic baggie here. Sorry. So all we're going to do is, first step is you need to get like a small glass, something like this, and fill it with some water, halfway or whatever. Set it down there. And then what we're going to do is, I recommend that you can do this. Well, you can do this for 1 day. Open it up, dump the seeds in, let them sit for 1 day. But what's even easier is this part, is I'm going to show you. It'll be a little tougher to do it one-handed, but I think I can do it still. So, and this is what I recommend you do even after the 1 day. So so let's say you put them in there. 1 day later, you want to grab them out of there. And when they're like this right now, they're going to float, because this shell, this hard shell that's on them here, has air in between there. So it will float. So what you do is, after that, you can just do this. I do this first. I prefer to do it first because they're wet, but sometimes it makes it softer, makes it easier. And you can just sort of, if you're doing a lot of them, you can just kind of like massage them with your hands and it'll all come apart. Or you can just crack them like this one by one. If you only got 100, or maybe some people got 200. So, but nevertheless, just go like this, roll it around your fingers till you get rid of all this stuff. You'll reveal yourself the little tiny seed. It'll look like that. They should be like that color, a little brown, a little orange, whatever. The color varies. Nevertheless, drop it in the water and you'll see it. It's like now it's in the water, you can see it more. It's got a little more of that orange color, or like a browny, tanned brown, I don't know. So now they're in there. So do that for all your 100 seeds. Just crack them like this. And like that, you can flake it all off. That's why I'm doing this over the sink, because it's easier. And then you get your water, then you get your another seed, and drop them in, and so on and so forth. So do that for all of them. This is what I recommend. You don't have to do what I'm saying, but I highly recommend this, and I guarantee this is going to work. So do that for all of them, all your seeds. Put them all in the cup of water. After 1 day, well, you can do this many times as you want, but just go like this, dump some of the water out, add more fresh water, dump some water out, and rinse the water. So just keep rinsing the water if you want. You don't have to, I mean, because you'll see it'll get a little discolored and you'll get more debris out of it. So keep the water clean. You can do it for 2 days, 3 days, whatever you want. You can do it up to 4 or 5 days. I don't think it'd even hurt if you did it for a week, but I've done it for a week before. Sometimes I do it just for a day or two. 2 days should be plenty. If you want to go 3, why not? So once you're done that, the 3 days, drain all the water out of the cup, right? Like this. This is not, we're doing this on the camera. You'd have to wait the 3 days, but dump them all back in the baggie. So just take that out, dump them all back in the baggie. And then what we're going to do is we're coming over here, and this is what I bought. If you want to buy the same exact stuff, I guarantee it's going to work. So I bought a seed starter potting soil. So basically just buy a seed starting potting mix. If you can buy any, they'll sell them at all your garden centers or your big box stores. But this is Miracle-Gro seed starting. This is available, I think, most places in Canada and the US for sure. which I believe is everybody that got the seeds from me. So just go in here, grab this stuff. This has a tiniest little minuscule amount of fertilizer. It says especially formatted for fast root growth. I found it to be pretty good, and it doesn't, it's not too inclined to getting fungus and rot on your seeds. So all you're going to do is take a handful of this, and your seeds should already be pretty wet. You don't even have to make sure that all the water's dumped out. You can leave a little bit in. Throw a clump of the soil in there, shake it around, and then see how it is, and then perhaps add a little this. Sometimes this will be a little bit moist, and sometimes it'll be really dry. So and then when you shake your bag around, maybe what I would do is recommend adding a little bit more water, shake it around again. And if you add too much water, take the baggie, hold it upside down like this, and squeeze the soil, squeeze it in your hand, squeeze it with all the seeds, and the water will run out the top, then shake it around again. And if you want, you can add just a little bit more soil and shake it one more time to sort of dry it up a little bit, but that should be fine too. Done it both ways. The washies are not very picky. Either way, they're gonna grow. So I'm not putting the soil in here right now because I gotta break these seeds off. So let's go to the last part. So the last part is you're gonna take your soil with your seeds in it, in your baggie, mix it all up, and you're gonna set it on a germinating mat like this if you want, a heat mat. This one was super cheap. That's what it's called. I don't know what model it is or anything, but this one was like $20 at Canadian Tire, which is like a big box type store we have here. So most of them, they're everywhere in Canada. So if you're in Canada, then that's fine. If you're in the US, whatever. But you can order them on Amazon, whatever. Yeah, this one's not too warm. It's just barely warm to the touch, really. So, and you could set them on a mat like this. And if you have a little LED light like this, you can have that on. You don't need any light once they first, but after they start poking, you can start turning it on. And then that way, when they poke up, they'll turn green like this, and they'll start growing healthier and quicker. So that's all you got to do is set it on a germinating mat like this. Now, if you don't have one of those germinating mats, this is what you do have, because you're watching this right now. So I guarantee you have this. Sorry about the dirt behind my TV there. So you have your TV, whatever, you have your internet. This is where your internet comes in. This is your router or your Wi-Fi. This one here is where the cable comes in, and then it comes into here. And then this is also, it's a Wi-Fi router. So, and if you touch the top, it's warm. It's got little vents. It's got vents on the side. This one's good because it's got lots of ventilation on the side. But if you notice, most commonly, a lot of the routers, they'll be flat and smooth on the side, and they'll be slotted on the side and ventilation on the side, and the top will be flat and not vented. This one is vented, but it doesn't really matter. This one's actually owned by the cable company because they rent you it with it. It's included with your cable. So, and just set them on there, set them on top of your router, and that alone will make enough heat. It'll be perfect, and they'll germinate easily there in the heat from that. So that's all you have to do, really. They'll start popping. And once they start popping, you can take them out, put them in pots right away, and then start watering them. And you can put them all in one pot. You can put them in a bunch of small pots, and start letting them grow. You can put them into the sun if you want to go put them right in the sun. Full sun is fine, even at that age, especially because most of us are in the northern hemisphere, so it's not going to be too intense sun this time of the year. Put them in the sun, or put them under an LED grow light and let them start growing. So here you go, guys. In 4 years, or 3 years, or however quickly you can get, but probably 3 to 4 years, you'll have a plant like that. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. So stay updated here, and the next updates hopefully will be when I get pictures or videos from you guys that are growing them with me here. So these are what mine are looking like so far. There, you can actually probably see it right there. You can see that new one. You can see that little one right there. See that tiny little thing is? That's where that's the second leaf right there. So that one's already working on its second leaf. I don't see a second leaf on that other one. I don't see a second leaf on any of these other ones. There might be one. Ooh, there might be one on some of these. Some of them in there, they might have a second leaf, but that's what it'll look like. So there's your growth rate from my experience here in Ontario. Is from that to that in 4 years, roughly. All right, thanks for watching, guys.